Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Goran, Kirk, and Jack, and thank you for joining us for the Champions League slate of this week. We are kicking it off on Tuesday with 9 games and finishing off the Champions League on Wednesday with 9 more games on the schedule. Tuesday is going to be big, exciting. Bayern versus PSG, actually, PSG versus Bayern, and then Liverpool versus Real Madrid as well. Couple of heavy hitter games on the schedule. We have more free picks. We have premium picks on the PickDawgz.com website. All three of us have been on the leaderboards after the weekend. It's been exciting. It's been fun. So join in on the action, guys. Put all three of us together in that 3-for-1 capper promotion and get all of our premium picks for the duration of your pass. We also have golden goal consensus, as you can see above. Text the word goal to 443-332-7127 and get our absolute best bets between the three of us. It's a month-long pass designed for the people who don't shy away from putting $500 or more on a single bet. So if you're interested, guys, let's get you set up with that. Kirk, the first game that we'll be talking about, that's one of the early games, Napoli versus Eintracht. Eintracht, a couple of low scoring games, which is not something we are used to seeing from them this season. They have only one win in their last 6 games, while Napoli undefeated in their last three, playing decent football, but I think they lack a little bit of
You froze for me. I don't know if you froze for Jack.
He went silent, but I think he's back. I think he threw it to you.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I did. Sorry about it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Two teams that have two losses in the Champions League. Neither, not really a fan of either team right now. I think Napoli will win this game at home. To get back on track, Frankfurt on the road is not where I want to put my money right now. Not a game I love, especially at the price, but Napoli should win this game, even though they lost to the worst team in the Champions League last round.
Yeah. Uh, Now, Jack, both teams sitting fairly low in the standings, 22nd and 23rd spot. It's still fairly early in the Champions League. They still have a time, but this could be a crucial game for both of these teams.
Yeah, it's just a shame, really, that both teams have significant players out. Really, I mean, Højlund's still out for Frankfurt, De Bruyne out for Napoli, Lukaku out for Napoli, Spinazzola is now out. It's going to be a tough one for both teams, especially coming up to Christmas because December is completely congested with games. That being said, I can't trust a team who have only won one of their last seven with my money whatsoever to get the draw or the win, and that's Frankfurt. So I'll have to go with the home team with Napoli here, and I would imagine that Frankfurt are going to be needing to chase some points because realistically, if they lose this game, they fall out of those playoff spots, don't they? So yeah, going to be a tough one for whoever comes out on the receiving end of a loss here.
Yeah, I could see Napoli winning this one. I might even put like half a unit or a smaller bet on Napoli to win and both teams to score. I think that Eintracht, I mean, they've scored in each of their first 3 games in the Champions League. They're scoring consistently in Bundesliga as well, so I think they score at least one in this game. Both teams to score for me at minus 157, but all three of us have a bit juiced picks for this game, so I don't know, maybe it's a stay away game for us. Next up, Jack, Slavia Prague versus Arsenal. Arsenal winning games, playing well. They are on a huge winning streak, which is nothing unusual for them, if we are being honest. But they tend to fall off the map when it matters the most.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal on a really good run. I still stand by what I said on the weekend, though, which was Arsenal don't really dominate games in terms of scorelines. They tend to win games by 1 or 2 goals at most. And, they focus on when they have the lead, they focus on keeping it. They don't try and score 5, 6, 7 goals. So going on the road to Prague here, again, a team who are playing pretty good at home, very tough to break down, it seems, defensively. I have to take Prague to keep this within one. I think Arsenal win the game. I just think this is a 2-1 or 1-0 and Arsenal kind of stumble over the line. Don't mind the first half draw either, but I'll just take Prague here to keep this within 1.5.
Now, Kirk, with Arsenal keeping 7 clean sheets in a row, I definitely see where you're coming from with your pick in this one.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. Don't fix something that's working. I'll take Arsenal to nil here at -123. I don't think it's going to be a very convincing victory. Like, none of their games have really been that convincing, but they get the job done and they keep clean sheets. So I'll take Arsenal to nil.
Yeah, like you said, Jack, Arsenal just gets the job done, score 1 or 2, and just focus on the possession and whatever else to get the game until the end. I'm just hoping they score a couple of early goals in this game and just, I don't know, put it on cruise control until the end. So Arsenal -1.5, -127. It's going to be either you or me, Jack, in this one. We'll see who's going to get more luck. Uh, Next up, we have Atletico Madrid and Union Saint-Gilloise. Kirk, Union Saint-Gilloise playing pretty solid football. However, Belgium Pro League is not the same as the Champions League is.
Yeah, they're going to get cooked. Madrid are actually playing decent now. They're at home. They have a goal difference of -1. They still haven't impressed me as much as they should, but they're playing better right now. I mean, they're coming off 3-0 win, 2-0 win, 1-0 win in the league, but they did lose 4-0 at home or on the road last game. So I don't even mind the -2.5 in this game. I think they just destroy St. Gilloise. If Newcastle beat them 4-0 on the road, I can only imagine what Atletico is going to do to them at home.
Yeah, I mean, apart from beating PSV in that round 1 on the road, they haven't done anything else in the rest of the Champions League. While Atletico is actually on a 7-game winning streak when playing at home right now, so everything is pointing towards Atletico. Jack, they are juiced. They are heavy favorites. I'm gonna take over 9 corners in this one, -167. I think Saint Gilloise can get us maybe 2 or 3 corners in this game, while Atletico should be able to do the rest.
Yeah, this is a game that really has a lot of fun streaks, really. I mean, all 6 games of the Champions League so far with these teams have gone over 3.5. All 6 games. 5 of the last 6 USG games have had a game have had a goal past the 85th minute, and whoever scored first in the last 12 USG games has won the game. Obviously, if that's to continue, I hope it's Atletico. I think Atletico dominate at home. 2-0 kind of game, maybe 3-0, 3-1. I'll take them on a -1.5.
Yeah, they certainly bounced back nicely after that loss to Arsenal in the Champions League a few weeks ago. Next up, Kirk, we are going to Norway, Bodo Glimt and Monaco. We mentioned this matchup on our weekend video. We know that they have the artificial turf, which is not suitable to all of the teams, especially those teams coming from the top 5 leagues.
Yeah, I could care less. I'm going with the better team who hasn't won a game in this competition. Monaco moneyline as underdogs is absolute stupidity by the book.
Yeah, they haven't won a game yet, like you said it, 0-0 draw in their last game against Tottenham. But I mean, Bodo Glimt is so good when playing at home. They're scoring goals against everybody who comes there, and I think they scored at least a goal in this game. I am gonna take. I mean, I like both teams to score in over 2.5. But then again, like you said, Kirk, Monaco is the better team here, playing in a stronger league. Monaco over 4.5 corners at -118. That seems like a fairly low line to me, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends what Monaco you see. I mean, Bodo are very, very good at home. I would argue the most different looking team at home compared to when they play on the road. And the turf is a big one. I mean, we saw the Club World Cup in the summer, all the players complaining. It's the exact same turf as that. It's not easy to play on. And the conditions as well. I mean, it's November now. It's going to be absolutely freezing near the North Circle, or the Arctic Circle. So Yeah, I'm going to take the home team here. Didn't concede at home in the whole Europa League phase until Spurs came to town last season, and they're looking good at home here too. So, yeah, I'll take them at home.
We'll see who's gonna get this one, guys. Next up, we have Juventus, who is now on a 2-game winning streak. They've finally woken up. They've strung a few wins together. New manager is taking over now. Spalletti should be on the bench for this game. They did get a win over the weekend, Jack, against Cremonese. It wasn't super convincing, but they still got a win on the road. Now they have to play against Sporting, who is actually playing pretty solid football as well. Sporting is now on a 5-game winning streak. They've scored a bunch of goals. They were decent in the Champions League. And I mean, they will surely be a threat here to Juventus.
It definitely won't be an easy game for Juve. Definitely not. I just see this kind of being a similar game to the Napoli one that Sporting played. They don't seem to have much luck when traveling to Italy in this competition. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Juve isn't exactly the Juve it was 5 years ago, but something just to me screams Juve win here. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's kind of a must-win game, and they've got the elite players to do that. So, yeah, I'll just take Juve, but I won't be betting it myself.
What are you thinking here, Kirk?
Yeah, I don't think Juve keep a clean sheet. I also don't think they lose. So there you go.
Well, there you go. That's your pick or what?
Well, Juve double chance equals they don't lose.
Okay.
And if the Sporting, if I don't think they're keeping a clean sheet, that means they must also score to not lose. So yeah,
I actually
it's
prefer
plus
that
money.
pick. I prefer that one.
Well,
Yeah, it's a good pick. It's a good pick. Still plus money, so definitely if you're interested, guys, get on it before the prices change. I'm taking over 2.5 minus 127. I mean, Juventus hasn't kept a clean sheet in a while, and they won't start doing that suddenly, especially against a solid team like Sporting is, even though they are at home. Next up, Kirk, we have a big game, the first of the two big games that we have on Tuesday. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Liverpool getting a win against Aston Villa, also keeping a clean sheet, if I remember correctly. Was it 2-0? Yeah, 2-0 against Aston Villa. But I mean, Real Madrid is on a different level right now. They are playing well, they are scoring goals. They haven't played a lot of games on the road lately, but those that they did play, they pretty much always won.
Yeah, I mean, do I see 5 goals in this game? Probably not. Maybe. Do I see
I
either
mean, to be
team?
honest, we've had how many games with like 5 or 6 goals this season in the Champions League? There was like a lot of games, more than expected.
Yeah, but not. Yeah, yes and no. There's also been absolute duds, like 0-0s that were supposed to be high-scoring games, or I
Tottenham
just don't.
comes to mind.
Yeah, all their games have been duds. Anyways, I don't see 5 goals here. I think it's 2-2 max, 3-1 either side. So I'm gonna go both teams to score and under 4.5 or plus 102. There's no way either team keeps a clean sheet in this one.
Jack.
I'm fuming this game isn't on the Wednesday because, I mean, how do you choose between PSG Bayern and Liverpool Real? I mean, those are literally final contenders, both of those games. I actually wanted to go with cards in this game. Don't forget, this is a rivalry which goes back, well, a European rivalry which goes back a long time.
Intercontinental derby.
I mean, you got Real Madrid who have won the Champions League a ton of times. You got Liverpool have won the Champions League quite a few times. And all of their games that they meet each other, they are just bloodbaths. Cards, cards, cards. I just don't have a card line on any of the 3 books I've looked at. So, look, if you're getting over 3 or 4.5 cards, I prefer that play. I just can't see a line right now. So
I have it though. You can look at my pick.
Oh, there you go. Boom. Over 4 cards. I'll take that. If you really are feeling risky, take the over with the cards, but the cards are way, way safer.
Yeah, I actually checked like 4 or 5 books and found it on the last one with over 4 cards at minus 111. I was like, oh yeah, I'm taking that. That should be a pretty choppy game. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can count on Vinny to get at least a yellow card for doing something stupid on the pitch. Then you have Van Dijk and Gravenberg, who will be battling in the middle. And I'm pretty sure that Ekitike is going to do something stupid as he usually does, like taking his shirt off in the 96th minute to celebrate a goal in the Carabao Cup or something
We'll
like that.
take it.
Moving on to the next game, Jack, Olympiacos versus PSV Eindhoven.
It's hard to not lean PSV purely off the fact that they just smashed Napoli 6-2 a few weeks ago. Olympiacos at home, though, they're just like they haven't lost in a very long time. And again, I know it's the Greek league, nothing near what level PSV play, but I don't know. It's a long trip to Greece as well. Fixture congestion. Something is screaming draw to me in this one. I can't pick a side, so I'll go down the middle.
Well, I know what Kirk is taking in this one.
Obviously, why would I back the worst team in the Champions League on the road? I mean, Olympiacos, they didn't even look that bad against Arsenal until they got that red card. And it's kind of a must-win game for them at home, in my opinion. You have tougher games coming up. You're in 33rd. I mean, a win here really makes a push for our top 24. So it's a must-win game, in my opinion. And you're playing the worst team in the competition. So I easily take Olympiacos.
I still don't get the hate towards PSV. It's I don't know. Over 2.5 for me. -147 is a bit juiced. If you want a better price, take over 2.75. I mean, PSV had a ton of overs lately. Olympiacos had them as well. Both teams in a solid form right now, so I think the goals could potentially be the way to go as well. Next up, Kirk, we have PSG and Bayern, two of your favorites facing off.
I wouldn't call PSG one of my favorites, but they're a team I respect enough where I don't really know the outcome of this game. Bayern set the record for most consecutive wins to start a season, and this is a test. I don't think this game really matters in the grand scheme of things. Both these teams are going to be in the semifinals, in my opinion. It's just they face each other now. Whoever wins, even if Bayern wins 2-1, 3-1, I don't really put too much emphasis on this game. PSG still has some guys that are coming back from injury. So to me, it's just the group stage doesn't really matter to me, unless it's smaller teams. Like we know both these teams are gonna make it to the next round. It's not rocket science. So I'm just gonna go with the good price here. Bayern to win either half at -140. You can take PSG to win either half at -154. I wouldn't be shocked if one team won one half, one team won another half in this game. I mean, I will have a premium on this game. It'll be the under 2.5. I do not see goals at all in this game whatsoever. Whenever these two teams play each other, there's never goals, like never. So you want a premium, there you go.
Yeah, they've had a bunch of unders lately. Like last 6 games have stayed under, and we haven't seen both teams to score in the last 5 or whatever. I also haven't read any updates. Actually, I read today that Dembele could potentially not be ready for this game, so maybe he's not even in the lineup, at least not in the starting 11. I know that Due got subbed off last week for a midweek game. I think it
He's
was when they
hurt.
were playing. He is hurt. Okay,
Yeah.
so
He's out.
yeah, it's gonna
The
be
game doesn't mean
Kvaratskhelia
shit.
and
Game doesn't mean shit.
Barcola. What?
The game doesn't mean shit. I could care less if we win this game.
Well, I mean, they will still come out and play. It is the Champions League, so. But like you said, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't really mean much whether you go to the next stage from the top spot or the second or third place. Really, it's not that big of a difference, unless one of the top like 5 teams in Europe is sitting somewhere towards the bottom of the like 18th or 19th or
which
whatever.
PSG and City were. So it's literally last year. So literally, seeding doesn't matter at all in this. You just have to get to the next round. Like hypothetically, it should, but it really
Yeah.
it really played out that it didn't really matter whatsoever. I mean, hold on.
Anyways, I'm gonna give out my pick while Kirk looks for things he wants to talk about.
Never mind.
Bayern to score in both halves, plus 162 for me. Jack?
Yeah, both teams scoring both halves. I think as long as we get a goal within like the first 15 minutes, which is very capable for both of these teams, I think it hits. These are two teams which do have good defense, but they have better offense, and both teams just used to scoring goals. So I'll take a shot on both teams scoring both halves. It wouldn't shock me if it's a 2-2, personally. PSG go up early, Bayern try and answer back, and then, it just turns into a goal fest. So, yeah, I like the odds.
Anything else to add, Kirk?
No, I was just kind of looking at this year who would be a sneaky seed, but I mean, it's Napoli. They're not
And just to touch on Kirk's point as well, this game does matter. I mean, not for the short term. Both of these teams qualify. Yeah, it doesn't matter really as long as they qualify in the top 8 or whatever it is. But this is a big
No, they took that thing out.
If you meet them later on in the competition, that's huge. You go, if you're Bayern, you say, oh, we beat these on the road already this season. Let's go. They're going to be way more confident than if they lose 2-0 in this game. I disagree with you on that one.
Game doesn't matter at all to me.
All right, moving on to the last game of the day in the Champions League. Jack, we have Tottenham against Copenhagen. I mean, Tottenham, they lost this weekend, right? They haven't even scored a goal. Did they even create a decent chance enough to score a goal against Chelsea?
Please, Goran, don't remind me, please. It was the worst ever XG recorded for Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League era. That's how bad it was. And then you get Vicario come out today and blame the fans, the reason why they're playing like shit. I could say so many things. Idiot is the PG one. If you like big plus money players, I don't mind the draw here. Tottenham in serious injury problems. Tell isn't even registered to play. Well, they have no forwards available. And Bergval, Spence, and another starter, I think Kudus. Kudus, Spence, Bergval did not train today. So they're probably out for the game as well. I don't know who the hell we're going to field. I really don't. So I don't like Tottenham to win. So the reason why I took the under, I think it's going to be a very slow game. That you're going to have a lot of players, especially on the Spurs side, who are going to be absolutely gassed at the 50th minute. So, yeah, I see a slow game. Maybe they win 1-0, but like I said, the plus 500 on the draw, definitely not out of the question.
Hey, as long as you got rid of Ange Postecoglou, you'll be fine. I am going to take Tottenham to win 2-0 in this one, plus 111. This just smells like a 1-0 win for Tottenham. Just score a goal and do nothing for the rest of the game. Kirk?
Yeah, this game doesn't matter to me, actually. Now that I'm looking at the Superliga, I mean, this is probably the craziest story in sports history of my entire lifetime. The fact that AGF is in first place in front of Midtjylland, Brøndby, and Copenhagen. I've never even heard of AGF. And they play Midtjylland.
Promoted, I think, last season.
They play Midtjylland today at 1:00. Holy cow, I got to get my beers ready. We got to end this thing. That's going to be the game of the year. I mean, AGF, founded in 1880. It is one of the oldest clubs in the country where gymnastics and fencing were featured as its main sports. That is insane. That is a sick story. I'm going to buy tickets to this game and fly there in the next hour.
I think last season they were fighting off the relegation, and then look at them now up top of the Danish Super League.
I mean, the game sold out. I can't even go. Anyways, I'll take both teams to score. That's not a game I'm totally in love with. Could see the Tottenham to nil. Could see a 0-0. Could see a 1-1. Probably pass for me altogether.
Well, there you have it, guys. That's it for this video.
I
Stay
think
tuned
Jack
for
has the best
Wednesday.
pick in it. But yours is not bad either if it's a 1-0. I just don't. I think Jack's is the safest.
Yeah, probably at under 3. I think the least you get is a push if there are 3 goals. But then again, for it to happen to have 3 goals, you would need Copenhagen to score a goal, which is not something unheard of. But yeah, that's it, guys. Like I said, stay tuned for Wednesday. Subscribe, hit that like button, leave us a comment, and we'll see you guys soon.